Jagga, what's going on, my brother?
Bro, listen, I'm so gassed.
Come on, hey, we want to be in the studio, mate. It's the studio.
Listen, I'm not disclosing my age or anything, yeah? But I remember the original Nightshift, so it's so good to see you guys back, man.
Yeah.
Swear down.
You know what,
was you one of the guys?
Listen, let's not talk about that.
There's some secrets there. There's some secrets
I'm telling you, this is a gas moment, man.
That's all good. So you know what, it's mad because obviously we've formed a friendship very quickly.
Yeah.
Even though we have full banter because this guy's a dirty mank.
Listen,
you know you're
I'm
lucky.
Not gonna, listen,
bro, you're lucky. I was about to play.
You're lucky. I'm not
lucky.
going to waste you on your show, bro. I'm telling you, you're lucky,
You're
bro.
lucky. I was about to play full championship video. You know the one where they play Dustjar and they go like
for
this?
your entrance, we're going to play You Never Walk Alone.
Yeah, I know, but...
Nah,
come on. No way. Jagga, I had your back here.
He backed it for you. He goes, nah, we can't do that. Shall I tell him, bro, the other day, so basically you must have phoned H.
I told him.
Yeah. So he phoned H, chatted to him for half an hour and you thought it was Harv.
I thought it was you, bro. So obviously me and Harv, yeah, we're like Twitter buddies and that.
Yeah.
So like,
the Warriors, you said, innit? When the keyboard Warriors, you said you lot were.
What?
I'm joking.
Anyway, so we're obviously bantering and obviously all these like scouts, football, United banter.
Yeah.
And my man's always backing me up, man.
But we backed you up in our group. He goes, nah. Even Birmingham Max said, nah, you can't do that, bro. I was like,
have you seen him on Twitter? Obviously, innit?
Come on, man.
He's like Twitter guru, man. Twitter guru, this guy is.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm going to do? So, Mr. Jagga, what I want to do before we go into speaking about your track, what you've been doing in your movement. Obviously, you and Harv have been fully active, as you mentioned, in the whole Kisaan movement. You know, it's very dear to all of us, especially I know you and Harv are, you know, at the forefront of it all. Guys, if you've got any questions for Jagga, please do let us know. You know, he's track's been out. I know you were featured, you in Cooley's video as well, right?
Yeah.
So you've been supporting that as well. You know what? I will hand it over to Harv, like I said. But yeah, if you've got comments, any questions on YouTube, let us know. Brit Asia's YouTube. Drop some comments in there. He's here to answer your questions. Anything you might want to know, Harv's here. H, Chunks, myself, anything you want to ask us, let us know. So Harv, I know you boys, I'm not going to get in the middle of the bromance. I had to sit in the middle. They were like, oh, can we sit together? He's like, can I sit next to Harv, bro? You found me on the way. Did you not find me? Bro, show the text messages. He goes, bro, let me sit opposite Harv. Let me sit next to Harv.
No, I'm not going to base you on your show. First ever episode. Teri tail like this. It's finished, bro.
So,
What are your thoughts on the whole movement at the moment as it stands?
It's so heartbreaking, man. Because if you look at some of the Bobbies, some of the BBN stuff on the whole show, like, you know, on camera and stuff when it's on the news and the videos we get in WhatsApp, it just shows the passion upon they have. Because if you really think about it, everything we have done in the Western Hemisphere, because of the struggle that we had and we had to leave, it's down to this. It's down to these people, bro. You know what I mean? So even the Nightshift, we flourished in, you know, music, in any background in our jobs and stuff, and it's all because of the Tangi there. You know, they're going through now and what our family went through before. And so this is our bloodline, man. We need to keep focus on it because people think it's dying down and stuff.
I'm actually surprised how long it's lasted, because I think when you find these sort of things happen online, the momentum goes quite quickly. You might feel strongly about something, but this has gone on now, like I said, for 93 days.
We can do as much as we can. And then our people, as we know, going from like just looking at history, we don't do what we can, we exceed the expectations.
Of course,
as well.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I think what our community has done is brilliant. I think we need to keep doing it. Even with your guys now, the show and stuff, you're raising the awareness. I think people that have got a stage and a platform, we need to keep it going. Because I'm not going to lie, we get lazy.
Yeah.
We get all these other things that have happened over like last 5-10 years. And we see it time and time again. We start something off and it gets lazy. If our people could sit there for 90 or 100 days and not move an inch, I'm pretty sure we can, you know.
Was that the reason that, you know, for obviously we said about the Nightshift and even yourself, to be honest with you doing the track was a bit inspired me to make sure that we,
Sorry,
to interrupt you.
I just wanted to know, like, say somebody who's watching in now who's only picked up on what's going on. I know they wouldn't have, but there's some people who have had other things going on in the background and stuff. So say somebody who's watching now who wants to raise an awareness about what's going on, what can they do? Like, let's give them some ideas. Apart from sharing things online, what else can they do to raise awareness about what's going on in India?
I think it starts even just in their internal household, first of all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we can go into our careers and our job titles and stuff and just express what we know to the wider world. But I think it starts at home. Like, we've got our children now.
Yeah.
Because a few years ago, I've been around the Gurdwara circle. We've always had this, the elders have had this worry that we don't know what the children are going to be like, the future they've got that worry naturally. But I think we need to congratulate our people in this movement alone, not only of like the little kids, the adults, people that weren't even connected to Punjab or even Sikhi and stuff. I've got to congratulate what our people have done, because we've woken ourselves up.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I think first we need to understand that, realize that, and then we could push it onto our platforms, you know, whichever job role we're in. And if you got a talent, express that talent.
Okay.
Is that
know
what
I'm
you
saying?
pushed you in to do your track?
Yeah, this one, bruv, like, I've released, funny enough with me, I get slated by Naseeb. So I've done a track
Boy,
with
Ish was
Naseeb.
slating you on the way. Where is he?
Yeah, Ish, I won't bomb him straight.
Yeah,
bruv,
I
you know
can't
what
believe
I mean?
you even dropped in his car, bro.
Nah, he's my boy. Ish, come on. So basically, I done a track with Naseeb, Stacks. It was featured on Sidhu's channel and stuff. And after that, bro, like last year, COVID, a lot of family stuff, personal realization. And then the Kisaan movement started, man. I was like,
Of
yo,
course,
what's this, man? And obviously, there's me a bit lazy. I've got my projects and stuff. And I saw the movement. And the moment I saw it, because I grew up like on stuff about the 80s, and that was like, it was the same feeling. I was getting the same feeling. I was like, yo, something's happening.
Yeah.
And then I just, it just went from there, because I'm very passionate about that. My family, you know.
You know, it's funny. I found that in Hav, because he's become very passionate. Because I think, obviously, we forget that we benefit off our culture, like as DJs.
Yeah.
You know, we benefit off Punjabi music. Because I don't think we need to obviously remember that it's a Punjab thing, isn't it? It's a farmers thing. Sorry,
Farmers
it's
thing,
a farmers thing. But obviously, we're from Punjab, so that's what we're going to represent. I think for us, as not so-called more like public figures, but we're out there expressing ourselves and have the platform to kind of go out and do what we do. Do you think that, people with that kind of platform, like yourself, like Harv, like H, like Chonks, myself, that we should, for me, when he was mentioning it to me and educating me about it, I think it's a responsibility of us to go out and educate those who are not. Like, I've had my corporate clients, for instance, message me, oh, what's going on in the, in Punjab and in India, and I've had really good discussions explaining to them.
All of a sudden there were, celebrities online on Instagram and Twitter and everything who started to write, but then there were other people saying to them, oh, what, you woken up now, sort of thing. I get it, people are angry, but then what happens is, like, imagine me, saying, if I haven't spoken for like 5 months, and then all of a sudden I speak out, and then what happens is I get slated. Jazz, being my friend, he might look at it and think, you know what, I best shut up, because if I say so, I'm going to get slated. So the knock-on effect is, where people are building the momentum, I think that people should just let the momentum build rather than stopping someone. Do you understand what I mean? I get it. There might be hurt that the person joined in 6 months later, but you know what? In a way, some people might have been posting 6 months ago, but today they're not posting. So even if a new person starts to post 6 months later, it's good, because you're building another momentum.
You're still building it.
You're still building it. I get it. People do have it inside where, hold on, I was a late poster. I mean, I only started posting because I wanted to understand it, and I didn't have time. I was with family, and I like to know what I'm doing. I don't want to jump on a bandwagon. And Harv can, vouch for it. I'm phoning him and asking him, hold on, explain to me what's going on. Is I don't want to just post something and be like, oh, I'm posting the wrong news. So I phoned him and I was like understanding what's going on. I phoned my brother-in-law and I asked him, like, what's going on? So I understood it. Then I started pushing it. Then I, felt it from my heart. I'd be like, you know what, this is wrong. What's going on?
I think, like, look, there's no harm in posting, and no one should be targeted really about supporting the farmers, no matter what time it came in. I think it's important that you post and keep the momentum going. Things what happened with Gurdwara and stuff, it's one of those things. The farmers are in control of the stage. What they feel, they have the right to say at the time. We can't really get involved because they're there on the ground and they're the ones that decide what's happening on the stage, right?
For example, Gurdwara at that time, he was ready to support it, for example, But imagine he got shut down there. After that, he hasn't said nothing. He backed away.
away.
Do you understand? Now, even though he's got a following, yeah, he's had a following for years, from kids to this. Fair enough, somebody's made a minor mistake or something, whatever. But what I'm saying is that because that little stop there, somebody stood up and said, oh, whatever.
I think what we need to understand is as well, like with singers like Gurdas Man and stuff, like I'm not gonna lie, we a lot of Punjabis or Sikhs in general, we were hurt, man, like with certain comments, because obviously the struggle.
No, I agree.
Yeah. What So my understanding of the whole Gurdas Man thing is a bit limited, and I keep on getting mixed information that isn't very clear. What was it that because I know that he said that we should have one national language, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, like, the thing is about the national language. So,
correct, yeah.
I mean, what he was suggesting, if somebody thinks of what he was trying to say, right, it's understandable. I totally, like with me, I try and see both sides.
Of course, you have to.
Like even our gurus have said, the gurus used to go into the enemy's minds kind of thing. So as their children, we need to try and understand both sides of the story. So with him, I understood where he was coming from. But recently, as we all know, we are in this Kisaan movement as well. But with that is about 30, 40, 100 years of hurt, where our mother wasn't heard. Our mother's been forgotten and it's not heard. So I think when people express that sadness, that anger, it's just a lot of raw emotion, the same raw emotion that took Bhagat Singh to where he went, Udham Singh to where he went. So our people have that. Because when you talk about mum, especially who's been struggling the Punjabi language, people are going to get upset. Do you know what I'm saying? So why are you even coming online?
I get it. I'm 100% with you. But what I'm saying is, like sometimes you have to look at it, forget this thing.
One thing I will say, sorry to interrupt, if he stood on that stage and backed up the Kisaan stuff, I genuinely see the positivity in everything.
Yeah, that's
so even if it was Gurdas or our worst enemy, you want to call, not him, but anybody.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's going to speak the truth and come and back your cause, no matter if they haven't done it for the first 10 years and they're still going to go into somebody's ear that's never known about it.
So now what we can take from this, we all agree is, look, if you haven't been involved, get involved.
Get involved.
And if you do
anything you can do, get involved.
Look, the government remember, they're playing down the scale of this, right? So the media that are entwined with the government are playing down that this is just maybe a Punjab issue. It's only a few people. This is a countrywide issue. I think this week there was a rally in Rajasthan. There was like over 1 million people there. Wow. They're not going to put the pictures in the media. This is like a humanitarian issue. It affects everyone. It affects our families, and it affects our roots. So I think from that point of view, everyone needs to be on the ball.
Give us your socials as well.
Yeah, mine's Jagga_official.
And it's Jagga_, you never walk alone.
No. Bro, I'm going to punch you.
Bro, I've seen that. I'm not worried.
And the other one's Jagga_tweets on Twitter. Obviously, we're active on there.
That's it. That's where the real action
That's where you can get me. And we released a new platform called Midnight Mob Media. So all of my music and other artists that we're signing.
What's the come from Jagga, man? Have we got a Harvard Jagga track?
Yeah, bro. We like I said, I'm open to everything. I need to represent.
Oh, they're having their own conversation.
Yeah, I think they're talking about a beat, innit?
Oh, they're talking.
You don't know? No, we were just talking about the Jazz Dummy track as well.
Because you were featured in the video, right?
Yeah, it was in the video. So that was obviously basically what happened with that. Zeus is very tight with Kuli, and he's doing a few projects with some of the artists on the day. And then I know Jazz Dummy from a while now. Yeah. And me and him connect on a spiritual level as well. And he was like...
You said that about me as well. I hope you say that things about me.
Bro, I don't say about Scouts.
Nah. You know, the other day he's FaceTiming me, he's lying on the floor like this. Don't lie, bro.
Or fingers on the side. And it don't...
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you how it was, Visa. You know what I mean?
He's in the toilet, man.
Yeah, you know what? I was.
all topless.
Well, listen, if someone can talk to you with their podcast on FaceTime,
that's reach serious romance
and lying there like this. Yeah, like, what's happening, bro? And he's lying on the floor.
I'll be watching like an Instagram live, and someone say, "Oh, Harv, come on." I'm like, "No, he's on a podcast. Come on."
No, but you know what? Now, what's the plan? Moving forward, to keep this going. People like Black Lives Matter. Yeah, people are still kneeling. People are still out there. People are still repping it. You still see the banners on football games. Yeah. What can we do? Are you going to be putting out more tracks? Are you going to be stuff?
There's a few tracks that I've got coming with Naseeb and obviously with Dr. Zeus and stuff as well.
What about our own?
My man Harv, come on.
That's it. We want the collab to happen today. What's going on? The collab's happening today. I'm going to put it on you boys today. Don't just. I want the brotherly love to happen. I need it to happen.
We're not doing a United track, by the way.
No. That might backfire, but I think. I think, do you know what, with Jagga, I heard your name so much.
Yeah.
I think it was the Nasib track, Stacks, which was really brought my attention to you. And I was like, this guy's sick. And it's a sick look to see a Sardar, a full Singh just repping. And you're a big geezer as well. You look solid on the camera. So it's like, yo, this is sick. And now I've got you as my backup. So.
we're all good, man.
But you know what, Jagga, bro? It's been love for you to come down. I know Ish tried to get you to get a train, but you know, I said to him, bro, you ain't gonna put my boy on the train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got my back. You know,
yeah, we have to sort it out.
They'll jump you right now.
Signature. Yeah, we get signature. I'll tell you, we'll tell some stories, mate.
No,
we'll keep him undercover.
Wait, you know, this is first episode, man. Calm down.
I keep that. But you know what? Love for coming down. Love for joining us today. And you know what? It's an important issue to us. It's an important issue to everyone. And thanks for sharing the information. And you know what? Love for that. And any more music you got going, please let us know. I'm sure you and Harv will be active on Twitter.
100%. Just before I go, and I just want to say to everybody that, you know, no matter what kind of like look you have, what background you're from, we need to stick together on this. So the Kisaan thing is very important. Supporting our brothers on this show is very important. And any awareness we can raise from this and excel times 10. Let's do that. We're all one. So thank you, everyone, for having me on the show.
Love for that.
Anytime in the future, man, we'll get a football one going as well.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool. We'll still finish above you in the league.